All right, I don't know if there's any better way to start your day than with puppies, and that's what we're doing here. We are at Big Country Raw in Smithville, and we're here with the owner, Geraldine Brower. And Geraldine, we gotta talk about the puppies. We're gonna talk about Big Country Raw, but we gotta talk about the puppies. Look at all of them.
So cute. That's kind of how it all started.
Yeah.
My husband and I bred dogs, and we bred Bernese Mountain Dogs, German Shorthair Pointers, and those are Greater Swiss Mountain Dogs. And there actually are, few of them actually don't have a home yet. So if anybody's looking for a puppy, those girls are still looking for a home. But it's how we started. We're breeders, we bred these dogs, and when we started feeding them commercial pet food, we just realized there was a better way, which was using fresh natural ingredients, locally sourced. So we source from a lot of local growers and farmers right here in like West Lincoln. So our duck is coming from a farm in Beansville. We're getting our turkey from a farm in Smithville. We bring it here, we process it all, and we make some really fresh raw food for your dogs and cats.
Why is it important to first of all, monitor what your dog is eating and really getting those nutritional values into the meal? Because some people might just get kibble, that might be for them, but why is Big Country Raw
I think it's like one of the big things that kind of hit me is just like we always are looking for fresher foods for you and I. Like when we just think about how we want to feed ourselves, we always say stick to the outside of the grocery aisle. Choose your fresh fruits and vegetables. Don't feed highly processed foods. And a lot of kibble, I know it's really convenient, it's shelf stable, but that's like really ultra processed food. So we recommend feeding fresh meat, but not to just like think you can do this on your own, because dogs do have like nutritionally complex things. They do need a different diet than you and I would need. So raw meat, bones, organ meat, fruits and vegetables, all that to make them thrive. And these puppies and their mom are raw fed and raised on raw, and I can't speak enough about how shiny their coats are. We don't want to talk about poop on TV, but like the cleanup is way better. You lose that doggy smell. Just overall, their health is just so much better, and it's so many people are embracing the raw food and a way to feed your pets.
Let's walk towards them, because I'm getting Luke. Luke is getting attacked by these puppies. The one thing,
so beautiful.
It's never too late to start with natural foods for dogs.
No, you can. We recommend. I raised all our puppies on raw, but it's never too late. You can even senior dogs. We'll talk about it later, but I always say even a little bit of fresh. So there's some great studies that have been done that even adding 20% fresh to their bowls is just so beneficial to their diet. So you don't need to make 100% switch to raw, but even if you can start incorporating some fresh foods into their diets, and things like goat milk and quail eggs, any of those things will do tons for your pet.
And it's not just food. I mean, obviously food is a big part of what you guys do here, but it's not just food that you guys are doing here.
I always love to say, like, we do things like with another brand called Soda Pup, we make these enrichment bowls. Like, feeding your pet needs to be a reward for both you and them. So if you can make the feeding experience that much better, and adding fresh foods to their diet means they have such a more varied diet to eat. Can you imagine eating the same brown bowls every single day? Like, how boring is that? So change up the proteins, add like quail eggs, add goat milk, fruits and vegetables, just add a raw bone. The enjoyment they get from chewing and gnawing on raw bones is just so beneficial for their physical and mental well-being.
All right, we're going to do that. We're going to build a bowl. We're going to build a couple bowls here, because we're spending all morning with the puppies here at Big Country Raw. I'm going to get some puppy snuggles in, and we'll be back here as we continue at Big Country Raw on CHCH Morning Live. Hi, morning, puppy. We've had to give up the puppies for just a little bit. We're going to go back to them, but we're back here with Geraldine at Big Country Raw, and you got some cool things here. This is a mold, obviously. And what are we doing?
So we're going to make some fresh molds that you can incorporate into any of your dog's diet. Actually, cats too, if you want to be specific. But what we're making here is some molds with some quail eggs cracked in the bottom, and then we're topping it with some of our goat milk. So this is a raw fermented goat milk that is made specifically for your pet, and it's really nutritious. It's like a probiotic powerhouse. It's going to really help them with digestion, and it's going to they're going to love the taste. I wouldn't recommend it for yourself. But what we do is we just we start by freezing the quail eggs, and then we just pour these in, and when we're done, we pop them out when they're frozen, and this is what they look like, and we add that to your dog's dish, and that is just a really tasty
So this could be a treat, or it could be something you add to your pet's meal as it is?
So it's just quail egg, cracked in the bottom, and then goat milk. And what I really love about quail eggs is, unlike a chicken egg, which is really big, this is kind of like the perfect size egg for any dog. Like a 25-pound dog, they can eat this whole egg, and we even recommend feeding it to them shell on, because there's lots of great nutrients like calcium in the shell itself. And we see all sorts of Easter's coming up. Like, do an Easter egg with these in your house. That's a fun idea. And some people just love giving it to them frozen like this, and they'll just lick it until it's thawed, and then they'll crunch and eat the whole thing.
Really?
Super nutritious.
Wow.
And this is actually, again, locally, Spring Creek quail right here in like St. Anne's. These are grown and raised right there.
Wow.
And then some
What
other.
do we got here? Some more
we
of
created
them?
some on. So these are.
These are so tempting. Like I don't know if the camera can like get like. These are puppy food. Like this is for puppies. This is for dogs.
And
this is not.
And like so healthy. Like this
It's
is
so
just
tempting,
goat
though.
milk
It's
with
like-
blue spirulina and blueberries.
Yeah.
So like no preservatives, no additives, and your dog's gonna love the taste of these, and you're doing so much for their health.
I was just about to say the nutritional benefits of things like this, like the goat milk. What kind of nutrition is the dog getting from goat milk?
So primarily it's a digestive support. So
Okay.
we're just creating great digestive enzymes and support to make sure that all the food that we're giving them, they're able to digest and utilize completely.
Yeah.
And good digestive support is like this, their gut is the source of all of the health to the animal. So if they've got great digestive health, that's going to like show itself in all the other ways, in their skin and coat and their behaviors, everything.
Okay, so we said some of these are perfect to add to a bowl. We're gonna build a bowl coming up next.
Yep.
Okay, all right, so we're continuing here. We are Big Country Raw. We're gonna get the puppies back at some point, I promise, because I miss
Well, we're
holding
gonna
a
have to give
puppy.
one to the puppies.
Okay,
The
that's
puppies are
right.
gonna have
Okay,
to
so we're gonna have to
eat
do
one of
that. We're continuing here all morning live on CHCH Morning Live. We are back at Big Country Raw. We're back with Geraldine Brower. And Geraldine, we're talking about building a perfect bowl for your dog. And normally I'm thinking like Chipotle, building a perfect bowl for myself. We're going to do that for dogs, and we're going to do it with stuff that you probably already have in your fridge.
Yeah, so what we usually like to show people is that all the fruits and vegetables, the fresh fruit that you might be thinking about for yourself are actually very easy to incorporate into your dog's diet as well. So what we wanted to show you is just anything that you might think we've got some duck eggs in here, but you can use chicken eggs. We've got some quail eggs, we've got some pumpkin puree, strawberries, blueberries, mushrooms are so great for your dog, blueberries, any of these things, they don't need to be your dog's full dish, but there's a way to incorporate that, and you add texture and taste and so many delicious things.
Well, let's
to your
do
dog's
that.
food. So
let's do that. Let's grab some strawberries. Why not? Right?
do
You can
strawberries.
throw those in. All
that'd be
right,
great.
there we go. So we're
Okay.
gonna close in. We're gonna bring some strawberries, and we got our bowls here, and we're gonna show a couple of different ways. You know, if you want to incorporate some fresh and all fresh and something in between.
Exactly.
So let's start with just you got your kibble here.
So say you just can't do raw food, but you do want to incorporate some fresh food in your dog's diet. The best way to do that is just to top your dog's dry food with some natural food. So quail eggs, huge, great addition. So you can just like literally take the whole quail egg, crack that, put that on top, quail eggs beside it, maybe top it with some salmon oil like that, and let's add some goat milk.
Sure,
So
why
we just
not?
talked about how awesome
Yeah.
that is. And right now, you just took that bowl of food and you just like made it super delicious. Your dog's gonna love that.
Added some nutritional benefits to it as well. Perfect. So now
But
we've
say,
got a
say
little
you
more
want
kibble.
to do raw,
Yeah.
which I think is the best thing to do.
For sure.
But you want to still feed some dry food because you want the convenience of that, or you just don't want to go 100% raw. So we take some raw food here. Just this is chicken dinner.
So when this is getting shipped to you, this is getting shipped frozen?
Yeah, you pick it up at the grocery store or pick it up at the pet food store, frozen in the freezer. You thaw it in your fridge, say overnight,
Sure.
And then you're ready to go next morning. So
one thing you guys do here is you flash freeze it as soon as it's done. That
soon as
locks
it's-
in the
yep.
nutrition.
So we get all the ingredients fresh, and then they're processed in our facility here, and then we put it in a blast freezer. It's frozen, and then we ship it to you frozen. And then once you thaw it up, you're good to.
Very
And once
cool.
it's in your fridge, you got about 3 to 4 days before it's done. So
sure.
you can easily top that. So just add it to the top of your food, and then just like what we did before, add some fish oils to that. Let's do another quail egg.
why not?
Quail eggs, they are amazing.
And the shell and all. You mentioned that in the last segment. Shell and all.
Yeah,
that
there's so
dogs
much
get
nutrition in the
that.
shell. You and I probably don't want to eat it, but crunchy, but and lots of texture there.
All right, and then our last, top it up with some goat milk, and then let's build
we're
it
good.
100%.
So like, best of the best.
Yeah.
Fresh food. So the raw food here is kind of goopy.
Yeah.
But, like, you get the idea. This is fresh chicken, bone ground with the organ meat, fruits and vegetables. It's got all the vitamins and nutrients, a completely balanced food bowl here. You could just feed that.
Yeah.
But you can also then add some fish oils. That's going to do wonders for their skin.
Yeah.
And then we add the goat milk again. Why not?
Awesome. And we can even add some of these molds
and then
that
all
we
those
put
molds
in.
that we made. Yeah, let's
I'll put one right
put them in
there.
there.
Make it nice and decorative. All right.
and like ask yourself, like, That's like, I know that's kind of a
Would
little
you
bit yucky, but like that's so much better for them.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we said we were going to do
We got some strawberries.
So,
We're going to throw them in there.
yeah,
Okay,
like,
so we're going to continue. We got one more segment here to go on CHH Morning Live, but we're having a lot of fun at Big Country Raw, and we're going to get at least one puppy back, right? Can we get at least one puppy back? Okay, before we say goodbye, I'm going to say goodbye to the puppies, and we're continuing on CHH Morning Live. All right, if you've been watching all morning wondering when are the puppies going to be back, the answer is now, because we're back at Big Country Raw with all these puppies. Look, he just yawned. Oh my gosh, sorry. We're back here at Big Country Raw. Careful, guys. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. All right, we're back with Geraldine Brower. Sorry, I said I catch my breath. That was awesome. Okay, so what are we doing here?
So what I wanted to share with you today is that we just created some really like great bowls, but this is like just taking it up another level. So this is called an enrichment bowl. The brand is called Soda Pop. You can get them from Big Country Raw. You can find them at some pet specialty retailers as well. So what I want to show you today is that you can take your dog's feeding just a little bit better by, it's not just about what you feed, it's like how you feed it to them as well.
Okay.
So adding some of these bowls will just make it more complex for your dog to enjoy the food. And in doing that, you're kind of creating all sorts of great feelings in their brain about how they're enjoying the food. So what I want to show you today, and this is like a really fun bowl, so it's an outdoor scene. So what we're going to do is we're going to create some sky.
Now, what's the benefit of this compartmentalized eating for dogs? What are they going to get out of this?
So when they have to like think about how they're going to, it's like a puzzle for them. So that in itself is just making them slow down, and while they're doing that, they're creating some good feelings while they're enjoying their food. And so in doing that, it just helps create more saliva, more digestive juices are flowing, and it's just making them enjoy the food. So again, you're just creating another like really enriching experience for your pet.
Okay.
So that's kind of,
okay, so we got the blue for the sky.
We're gonna take some of the broccoli here, and we're gonna create like that for the green, and then we're gonna take some of the vegetables.
And again,
like
a lot
that.
of this stuff is sort of addition to what you guys have and things you have in your own kitchen.
Yeah. So then we can maybe like, let's do the waves here. So we shove the food down in there, and then that just makes it that much harder for them to like kind of get that out. And this should take, if you're doing this, like you could take like as quick as I'm making it right now, or you could spend a long time and then freeze this whole bowl, and then you feed it to them frozen, and then it's even
more work.
we'll make a little sun.
Sure. Can we talk about your facility real quick here?
Yeah.
You guys have been here since 2019.
So we make all of our foods right here in Smithville at our facility. It's a HACCP certified facility, so that means that we're following all sorts of safety protocols. We're actually making the food super safe, and it's really important that when you are buying raw foods, I know that we're obviously really passionate about the foods we make here, but not everything is created equal. So you really want to make sure you do your due diligence, ask the questions like, how is it made? Is it made in a HACCP certified facility? Are they following like safe food practices? And things like what we do here is we incorporate a food safety plan that monitors every step from the time that it comes in to the time that it leaves our facility, and we're checking things for like pathogens, making sure the quality is there, the sourcing of the ingredients, all really important.
Okay. Awesome. All right, well, Geraldine, we've had such a great time. Is one of these guys going to have that little bowl? Let's come around here. Luke, we're going to say goodbye. Look at them fighting on the ground. Oh, my gosh.
You guys want to try it?
You guys want some food?
You want to try it?
Geraldine, we've had so much fun here today. Thank you so much for giving us the tour. Thank you for introducing us to all these puppies. Where can people find you?
So bigcountryraw.ca website, you're going to find our store locator right there on the site. If you visit any major retailer like your Pet Value, your Wren's Pet Depot, they're going to have the product right in their freezer section in the store. And yeah, if you're here locally in Ontario in this area, we actually do home delivery as well. So you can order it online and we'll ship it right to your door.
Very cool. All right. Well,
I think they like it.
I think they like it too. I love these puppies. I don't know which one I'm going home with, but definitely one of them. Thank you so much one more time, Geraldine. We've had such a great time.
It was a pleasure.
Awesome. Big Country Raw. The food looks good enough for humans to eat, but don't worry, it's just for the dogs. We've had a great time here on CHCH Morning Live.
Can't even see the bowl anymore.